Hello, Precalculus. Kaczynski here. I figured just in case you miss being in class and doing fun math together every day, I thought I would make some extra review videos that you might like before your Chapter 10 Math Excel assessment or before the semester exam. Don't even know what that's going to look like yet, but let's jump in, have some fun. And here we go. There are 5 formulas in the chapter. Even if we were in school, we would give you a formula sheet. But obviously now anything that you get is going to be open note. So here we go. Let's just jump right in and see what happens. So the key thing on every problem we're going to do is deciding if what we're dealing with is arithmetic, geometric, or neither, because that will influence how we attack that problem and what steps we're going to take. So this one already told us geometric. Sometimes we would have to figure that out ourselves, but they told us geometric. Now, this is dealing with terms. So geometric, that was my first clue, and it's dealing with terms. So the only formula that we have is the nth term is the first term times r to the n minus 1 power. So now if I take this info here, one of my terms is 120, and that comes from the first term, which they told us. I don't know the ratio. And then n, it says that the 120 was the 10th term, so 10 minus 1 is 9. So I'm trying to solve that equation, so it won't take too long. We could divide both sides by 12, so 10 equals r to the 9th power, and so r equals, now you could write the 9th root of 10. I'm not totally in love with radicals. I actually would prefer to use exponents, but either one of those would be acceptable. So it's not the prettiest ratio, it's probably the ugliest one we have the entire chapter, but that is the ratio. Now, next step, 1200 is another term in the series, so it's dealing with terms, so we're going to use the same purple formula that we used for part A, and let's see what happens here. So 1200 is one of the terms. We don't know what number term it is. Now, another thing to keep in mind, when you are asked for a term number has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No fractions, no decimals, no negatives there. So 1200 equals first term times r raised to the n minus 1. So our variable is the n because we don't know the term number. And so now let's solve this. Let's divide both sides by 12. And so that gives us 100 equals 10. Now I'm going to save a step here. I'm going to go ahead and use my distributive property, my power of a power property there. So it's going to be a really weird exponent. 1/9 n minus 1/9, totally crazy. But now here's a beautiful chapter 3 review for you. You had 2 different ways to solve exponential equations back in lesson 3-4 because the right side is a base of 10 and the left side is 100, which is also base 10, 10 to the second power. So that's one way. If you didn't remember that, you could use logs. Logs are cool too. So now 2 equals 1/9 n minus 1/9. I'm running out of space, so we're going to move over here. So we could add 1/9 to both sides, and that would give us 2 would be the same thing as 18 over 9. So 18 over 9 plus 1/9 becomes 19 over 9 equals 1/9 n. We want to solve for n. We're going to multiply both sides by 9, and I promised you it had to be a whole number, and we get a whole number of 19. So cool. All right, maybe we'll pause after that one, and then we'll do numbers 2 and 3 together, and then we'll do number 4 as a separate video. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.